Welcome to our daily Bible devotions. This week we're going to examine the moral argument. And it's just right that we talk about the moral argument after we talk about the problem of pain and suffering and after we try to meditate on the value of life. And the moral argument goes on like this. Okay, premise 1. If objective moral values and duties are objectively real, then God exists. That's premise 1. Premise 2. Objective moral values and duties are objectively real. Conclusion, therefore, God exists. Okay, if we're going to understand the moral argument, we have to understand first the meaning of the word that was used very consistently in the argument. What is that? The word objective. What do we mean by objective? For those of us in school, we are very much immersed into the concept of objective. We know what objective is. We see multiple choice exams as a type of an objective test. That means there are specific answers. It's not open-ended. So, what do we mean by objective? Objective, it means that it does not depend on other things or it is unaffected by opinion or beliefs. Other term for objective is that it's factual, it's definite, it's precise. Okay? Subjective is based on or influenced by personal feelings or preference. So your opinion is an example of a subjective thing. So facts, they are objective. Opinion, they are subjective. So now the question is, this objectivity, does this apply to moral values and duties? Because that's what the premise 1 is saying. Premise 1 says, if objective moral values and duties are objectively real, then God exists. It means, it's saying that if and only if moral values and duties are factual, if they are objectively real, if they are factual, then this is true, which is God exists. Okay, let's dwell on this more. Is that the truth about morality? Is morality subjective? Is morality based on opinion? Now, to say that moral values and duties are objectively real is to say that they exist independently of people's opinions or beliefs about them. It means whatever our opinion about human life is valuable. That's what objective morality means, because we treat human life as important, as significant, whether or not you believe in that. That's what it means by objective. But if it is subjective, that means for some people, human life is important. For some people, human life is not important. And both are okay. It depends on you. Now, the word "it depends" can be good, but we have to use that sparingly. We have to use that with wisdom. For example, is that really okay? Do we really want that? Do we really want to accept that for some, human life is significant? For others, human life is not significant. Does it really depend? Is it really a matter of opinion? If something is right, listen, if something is right, it would be right even if everybody believed it was wrong. Think about that. If something is right, even if everyone believed it was wrong, that thing would still be right. And if something is wrong, it is wrong even if everyone believed it is right. Consider this theoretical example. If the Nazis have won World War II, for example, the Nazis won World War II and they succeeded in brainwashing or exterminating everyone who disagreed with them, they would still be wrong, right? Genocide is still wrong, even if the Nazis won, even if they have conquered the world, even if they have, I watched this episode of, there's this series in Marvel, in Disney, What If Ultron won? Ultron is a villain, it's an enemy, and then he won, he eradicated all the heroes, does that mean if everyone else that remains on Earth, on the universe, agrees with him, does that mean that Ultron is right? Or how about this? Something that is popular nowadays, Squid Game. If you're not familiar with Squid Game, I just learned about it last week. Squid Game is about, it's a Korean series about games that people entered and joined in so that they can have prize money. But the game became very bloody, and then a lot of people were killed. Out of 456 people who participated, only one, spoiler alert, only one emerged as the winner. That means only one remained alive. Everyone else, 455 people, died. Question. And I want you to take note of this and answer this. Take note of this. Question. Is it wrong to kill people even if those people agreed to the game? They agreed to the rules of the game. They agreed that if they lose the game, they will be eliminated. They will be killed. Now, is it wrong to kill people even if those people agreed to it? If someone tells you, kill me. Now, and when you kill that person because, well, hey, this person asked me to kill him, asked me to kill her. Now, is it right now to kill that person because that person asked you to? That person gave you the permission? That person agreed? Now, from the perspective of the law, will the Korean police, for example, since the setting of Squid Game is in Korea, will the Korean police arrest the founders and stop the Squid Game if they discover it? Because in the series, it's a secret game. The police, they were not able to discover it, at least after the last episode of season 1. So we'll never know until season 2. But will the Korean police, if they have knowledge of this game, will they stop it? Will they arrest the founders? What do you think? Lastly, will there be a police or a justice system? Because we might think, okay, it's subjective. It's just their system. Think about it. Will there be a police or justice system in the world or even in the universe? Will there be a police or justice system that will allow that kind of game? Think about it and answer it, and we'll continue tomorrow.